I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Sky Room, the Rosenberg Sky Room here at the University of Incarnate Word. We were here 1 month ago today for a very similar press conference, and that was to discuss with the Southland Conference their review of our institution. Today we're bringing back Tom Burnett, Commissioner of the Southland Conference. He's going to make an announcement here based on what that finding was. Up here on the dais with me is Dr. Agnesi, President of the University of Incarnate Word, Dr. David Drenovich, Vice President of Enrollment Services, and I'm Mark Papich, Athletic Director. At this time, I'm going to turn this microphone over to Tom Burnett.
So what do you want me to tell you? Good afternoon. It's always a great day to be in San Antonio. Again, we were here a month ago, as Mark mentioned, and had a great campus visit over the couple of days, and we're back here today. I will usually tell you, or usually I will say, we don't come back to tell you you're not getting in the conference. We usually would email or send a nice Dear John letter. But we are very happy about the announcement that we have for you today. First, I'd like to thank folks here in the room on behalf of our Presidential Board of Directors at the currently 10 member institutions of the Southland Conference. First, I want to thank President Lou Agnesi for his visionary leadership at this university. As many of you know much better than I do, great things happen at a university because of its leadership. And we quickly, as a site visit team, acknowledged and saw for ourselves a month ago all the wonderful things that have happened at this campus as we learned more about it, and of course got a chance to come onto campus and see things, meet people, get an assessment for ourselves. So I want to thank the President for everything, and we've really enjoyed getting to know him. Also, to Vice President David Drenovich, I want to thank him for all of his insight and assistance and help. We have each other in our cell phone memory, so we're talking quite a bit all the time, but David, we appreciate everything there. And then, of course, Mark Papich in the athletic program, his senior administration, all the coaches who are doing great things here at UIW. You may recall, if you were here a month ago, we talked about our process and what we are trying to do with Southland Conference membership. Essentially, at the end of the day, and this is probably no different than any other conference, we're trying to make ourselves better, enhance our product, provide all the wonderful things that student athletes need to have a memorable, competitive experience, and that's a lot of different things. But we kind of know it when we see it, how we can enhance our conference. And when we start to look at this university, and certainly, as many of you know, we've had a great history in the city of San Antonio. And our presidents have said from day one, San Antonio is important to us. It's been part of our history, even going back to the early days of our conference in the early 60s. So we have been a part of this community in some way for a long time, and that was very important for our board. So we're looking for a lot of different things. We're obviously looking for someone that has an institution that has the ability to be competitively successful. This is athletics. It is Division I. That's a pretty high threshold for competition. I know a lot of our coaches here in the room have either played or worked in Division I, and they know exactly what I'm talking about. It's another level, and it's a great thing for the university to be involved in Division I. So we're really happy that the university is moving in that direction. I don't know how many student athletes we have in the room, maybe a show of hands if I could. Specifically for you, I want you to know in the Southland Conference there's nothing more important than student athlete welfare. We're here for your benefit. We have about 3,000 student athletes in the Southland Conference right now. They're the most important 3,000 people that we work with and work for every day. We want to give you a first-class competitive experience. We want you to succeed academically. We compete in a great, tight geographic area. And you're going to be able to get back home. You're going to get to class. You're going to do well. And in Division I, the academic standards are different. Coaches know that. They know they're going to have to recruit different, perhaps, student athletes in the future. But we're here for you ultimately, and we're excited about the future. So we love this city. We have fallen in love with this university, and we think that there is a great future here. So like I said in the beginning, we didn't come here to tell you no. Instead, Dr. Agnesi, if you want to come up here, on behalf of our board of directors, we proudly invite you to become a member of the Southland Conference, July 1, 2013. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Tom. Well, over the last couple of years, we've been recruiting Division I athletes with Division I coaches. And now we have a Division I to enter with the Southland as of July of this year. We have signed the agreement between ourselves and the Southland Conference, and we look forward to participating next year in the Division I of the NCAA. Now, more importantly, since this is our last year in Division II, we need to make sure that we take as much as possible over the course of this year in Division II, because this will be the last year that we have the ability to go into postseason. Because once we start with Division I, it takes 4 years before we can actually get into the postseason competition. And so we need to make good for this year so that we leave with a bang as we leave Division II, a great conference, the Lone Star Conference, and look forward to Division I with the Southland Conference.